You're listening to the YTFA podcast.
Welcome one and all to the YTF podcast, where we discuss current events, give advice, and review some of the YouTube videos that you send into us. Without further ado, welcome to the family. As usual, I'm your host, Lord Pyromon, joined by Downcast Spark and Partner Animation, along with our guest. Do you want to introduce yourself, man?
Hi guys, I'm Nedelcho from Storyfire team, development side, and I'm actually a project manager there. As some of the users know, they could call me Ned, and I'm pretty involved with the community. I will try to answer as much questions as I can, of course. And since it's my first podcast, don't judge me too hard, please. All right, let's go.
Well, I really am so glad to have you on the show today, Ned. And I also want to personally apologize right away for the cat bread emoji spam that's been going on Storyfire. I didn't think I was just trying to support my friend Kirito, and I jokingly posted on Storyfire, let's spam cat breads emojis until she gets voted enough votes to get video.
I mean,
I didn't
to
think
be
it
fair, it just makes the site look more active. So I mean,
I didn't think it'd get as out of hand as it got.
yeah, how many people did you get to join that at the end of the day? I can't remember. Like, I just remember
About 30 or 40.
I remember going like on my newsfeed and just seeing a bunch of just cat breads. Like,
People are still doing it.
yeah,
It's been 4 days.
I think I've seen a few people still doing it, yeah.
It's been 4 days.
Yeah,
When did I
tricky.
start?
Yeah.
Riot.
Riot potentially, who knows? Yeah.
But we do got a lot to talk about. As you all know, we actually, in the previous podcast, did do a section about Storyfire. We talked about the future, like where we think it's heading. We talked about the whole, crypto scam that Shallow was, like, accusing of the platform.
100%. Even 110.
Yeah.
Crypto scam, yeah.
It was funny because, like, we literally... I think in the podcast we kind of just made fun of the whole idea of it because they came out of no evidence. Like I even made like a whole meme. We're gonna pop it back up on screen. I made a whole meme of me getting blocked by him because I just asked if this is happening, then why not report it to the authorities?
Yeah, basically anyone who's asking him for evidence of it, he just blocks. So, like, obviously, we know it's not a scam. Or
No, guys, like everything could happen. And if someone has a bulletproof evidence of something, he would stand up and, as you said, they'll contact some authorities or other side. But it's very easy to throw rocks on something, which is in a shaking state. Like, we have the change in the management. We're doing a lot of stuff in order to improve. And as you can see in the last 3 months, the impact since the new management take place, initially with Jesse as CEO, and now Jesse taking other path, but still it's the same management, the same ownership. I believe that more things have been happening compared to the last 2 years or so. So from the community standpoint, I believe that everything so far is either great or it's okay, because sometimes we release stuff with some bugs. Sometimes those things needs improvement and so on and so forth. But as a Storyfire user, changing my role from development team member, but I see only improvements since Deckchair and the rest of the guys joined the website and the entire community.
And
I
that
don't know.
honestly,
that kind
I
of wants me to-
completely agree. So far, like, I was kind of like casually on Storyfire for a good year, but like I didn't start getting really into it until about a month ago. And in this month alone, I've seen so many this community grow so much. I've seen so much more activity. I've seen so many improvements. And honestly, I go on Storyfire every day now just because I'm having fun. I go in there, I see...
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah, Storyfire really does
honestly,
make social media fun again. Like, and that's not just saying it because, like, oh, I've been on the platform for a few times, but it's like, anytime when you go to another platform, like, I mean, like, yeah, you got like other platforms, you got your Twitters, you got your Instagrams, you got your stuff like that, but it's like it only gives so much, right? Like, you know what to expect when you go on there. It usually they already have their influencers. Look at YouTube. Like, they don't even really give the floor to smaller creators sometimes, which I think is a terrible marketing ploy, because eventually those people are going to retire, and then who are you gonna have? My whole thing is like seeing like something new is exciting. It's like
Yeah.
that's why I was so happy when Edward from Utron came on. That's why I'm so happy that you decided to come on and join. Which leads me to like ask the questions. Like when it comes to like activity, we've seen the Storyfire account itself being way more active and acting more not just like as a, oh, we have this coming out. Like, no, it feels like the Storyfire actual account feels more like it's become part of the community. And I guess what I want to reel this into is like getting a developer standpoint. How do you feel about the Storyfire like account of itself becoming more part of the community?
I truly love the engagement of Storyfire account. It's not part of the development team, but it's part of the like the people that supporting the entire platform. So those guys really get hands-on. Before that, it was Jesse and his team responsible for that. Unfortunately, we have some people leaving. His like near companions are basically stab him in the back, but whatever. But now with the new setup, we have much more engagement, and those guys are really contributing to the platform. And we even today on the weekend, we have a chat with the person that is running the Storyfire account, discussing some stuff, thinking how to improve it, and what I can say, those guys take it seriously and they want to improve on a daily basis.
That's wonderful. And one thing I do want to roll into is the development side of it now that you did mention it, like to understand like, the workings of inside the fire, the wood that keeps the fire roaring. Like, is there anything like a little bit of a teaser, anything on the developer side that you could say, like what you've been working on, what you're most excited to have come out?
Yes, of course. Like I could tell you everything, uh, but without any specifics because it's more or less Storyfire and Deckchair who will be bringing the news to the community. But the ultimate goal is to make this platform self-governed, where really the creators could lead the way. Something that Jesse has as a vision, and it's uh, totally supported by Deckchair and his team.
And
So that's the way forward. Yeah.
that's exciting, like to see that like
That
you're
is.
taking that vision that Jesse and Brian originally had. Like for me, like I felt like that they had a great vision, but they didn't know how to
Mhm.
deliver on that vision. This new team is like, all right, we see your vision and we're gonna deliver it. So it's kind of like it feels like a natural progression with Storyfire. And speaking of which, we got to ask the question real quick, because everybody's been saying it, and I have a theory. Who is Deck Chair? I think I know who Deck Chair is. I think he's a chair. Just a plain
Yeah,
old deck
and
chair.
Mark Zuckerberg.
to be honest, his twin brother. But yeah, Deckchair is rock solid, guys. Like real good deck chair that you could rely on. You could spend the entire day with, and it's just a solid person with a great business vision.
Really nice,
That's
solid
exciting.
oak chair.
Exactly.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
with that vision in
And
mind,
a real person. Like I saw some comments like, "Is Jesse? It's me," or yeah. I've
There's a
been on a
lot of people theorizing.
yeah
Like,
been
yeah.
on a call with both of them. So to be honest, they're different people.
Unless Jesse's just a really good actor. He's the Robin
Jesse
Williams
was-
we don't know existed.
Yeah, if Jesse was that good, we would see him in the Oscar ceremonies pretty soon. Yeah.
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 And speaking of all this, like like that vision that Jesse and Brian had.
Mm, mm,
Like there was a lot of like updates that they were talking about doing before Jesse decided to step down, talking
mm.
about bug fixes, a UI update. Now, I know that there's probably some limitations on what you can say, but is there any like hopes or anything that you can give to the community about like things like Blaze Cash Out, things like the UI update, things that the community has really been like wondering and scratching their head about?
Everything mentioned is in the backlog. So we're working on that.
Well, there you go, guys. You hear that they are working on it, and that's more important than anything. So
Yeah, it's coming. And
Yeah.
it's if something coming later, something getting delayed is always better than something being rushed. So, take your time with it.
yeah,
When it comes out, it comes out.
we saw
Yeah,
what
so-
happens when you rush features, such as the critic feature. It's not a bad idea, but it feels like it just need a little bit more polishing.
To be honest, it needs a lot of polishing, but it's the first feature of this kind. You cannot go through whatever platform and you will not see something like this.
Very
That's
It's
know-
true.
it's a
There's
really
nothing
cool,
like it.
really intuitive feature. Like I think, mind if I suggest something just right here? I thought it would be really interesting if you were to, because right now, at least not to my knowledge, the critic feature isn't available on the mobile app. Am I correct
Yeah,
about that?
yeah. True.
Yes.
Okay. I thought it would be really interesting if if it were ever added to the mobile app. I think it could kind of possibly have kind of a Tinder type kind of functionality where like you just kind of quickly watch the videos and just kind of swipe left or right depending on because it does kind of feel like that. It almost feels like Tinder but for videos almost.
Tinder,
That's
but
kind of
for
what it gives me the vibe
creators.
of.
I think
Creator
the
Tinder.
good thing,
Creator Tinder.
the
Haven't
great
watched
thing
it.
of oh,
Haven't
sorry.
watched it. Yeah, sorry. Haven't watched it in that angle. It's very interesting angle to look at as a Tinder for creators. But yeah, I like the idea. To be honest, developing every functionality that we're discussing now, it's really like 100 hours of development effort. And before that, it's scoping, it's designing. Afterwards, it's development. Afterwards, it's testing. And still, you launch something that at the end will need some improvement. We're a small team on a small platform, which will get bigger with the time. But think of the critic as a iPhone 1. It was far from perfect, but it's something that before that it was managed by some people, either moderators or it was very subjective. And now we open it to the community. And that's why we put some bars, like you have to have a specific amount of Blaze in order to get in and vote, because we don't want new accounts with, register only for that to go there and vote and move the needle. But we give power to the people, and it's part of the overall concept of Storyfire to be self-governed at a certain point. And really, really cool stuff is that we're iterating constantly. We saw initially that the bar was too low. We have the ratio and the number of positive votes. That was maybe too easy. And we have a lot of comments like make it 50,000 plays, make it 30,000 plays. But that wouldn't solve the problem itself. The problem was that really small amount of votes could make someone creator or no. So we decided to take other approach and request more positive votes and a smaller percent of negative votes. And because, for example, I saw Spark was commenting that one of the creators is still not approved, it's totally legit. We just need more positive votes in order to get someone approved. because we're adjusting those formulas in order to make sense.
I was just wondering, what are you allowed to tell us what the current numbers you need are, like to
No.
shoot for? No? Okay.
No, no. Some of the things, because that's why we keep it secret, because we will adjust it. If we see that the bar is too high now, we'll decrease it. A lot of certificates
Okay.
are not disclosing this also. How much right answers do you need in order to get the pass grade?
That's
Yeah,
perfectly reasonable. I get
yeah,
that.
yeah, and we'll adjust it. Like if we see no one is getting promoted, like maybe we overdo it, and we'll change it. And why we don't want to make it is we don't want people to get their friends and say like, let's vote 50 people positive and get those people promoted to a creator. The bar should be a little bit higher. We should be an exclusive community, like really the most deserving people to get the ability to create and to publish their art. And the good thing that we have implemented is if you're not accepted, you receive, for example, email to the email that you are registered with all the feedback that was gathered. Jess's idea on that was to improve the quality of artists. Like, if you're putting some shitty video, get this feedback, come back later in 1 week, upload something a little bit better. So if your sound is bad, just improve it. If the quality of the picture is bad, improve it. And you have this feedback from the community.
And that's one thing I think is really cool, honestly. One thing I like about Critic in general is I like that if someone gets the ability to upload video, it's not like YouTube where I can go on and anyone could go upload video there. So it's usually going to be a lot of crap and some gems. With Storyfire, when there's videos on there, it's usually just the good stuff because
Yeah,
that's what people wanted on the platform. You
it's
know?
worth it. Yeah, it's worth it.
And it honestly
And
makes me very proud to be one of the creators on this platform because I don't know, I feel special almost.
yeah, I hope to have more people like getting this filter, getting this barrier down, and have more really good creators because I'm personally in my free time, I'm spending some time on the platform, just enjoying the videos, voting in the critic, uh, just interacting with users outside of my working hours, as a regular fan of the
Yeah.
platform. The other thing which is cool about critics, and we have a lot of questions about it, why you don't show the name of the creator? Because we don't want the name like, for example, someone popular in the platform, let's say, take it whoever, let's say Sonoda, now Kalashnik. Uh, let's assume he's not a creator, but he's pretty popular within the community. He constantly uploads posts and so on and so forth. And he applies in the critic. Everyone will vote up his thing because he's popular. Or someone will vote down because he doesn't like him. That's why we want to keep the artist anonymity in order to vote only for the creative work. Like what's the piece of art that was exposed.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. I'm glad that you said that because that's actually what I've been theorizing as to why the videos were kept anonymous to like avoid hate raids and all that stuff. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes more time to do it like this than to publish people's names, but um, we discussed this with Jesse, and we thought it will be more fair.
That's very fair. Earlier you said I'm gonna go back to an earlier thing. Earlier you said it's a very small team, right? Working on Storyfire. I was just wondering, like, do you find that because you guys are a small team, that it's easier to communicate, or do you find there's more challenges that make you guys work harder for things?
It's both. Like it's easier to communicate when you're a small team, and keep everyone on the same page. But on the other hand, we don't have the capacity to, let's say, to put two big features simultaneously or to work on several good things. Like, for example, if we clear out some of the bugs, we'll postpone some of the features. And that's either or, you know. We want to really deliver everything, but on the other hand, much bigger team will make it more dysfunctional because we might not be with the same agenda. Now we have really tight team, everyone looking at the same direction, multinational, as you know, have guys from Ukraine, UK, India. I'm from Bulgaria, so across the world, across the globe. But everyone is really enjoying working on Storyfire and putting the time.
You know, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you're all communicating well. You're all enjoying your time together. I think that's definitely something that some users who say, "When's this feature? Why is this feature not here?" I think that's something they really need to think about. Is this is a small team. You guys
Yeah,
need your time
this is an
and you're
upcoming.
working very hard, and I really respect that.
This is like an upcoming platform. It's like I find it so unfair when people try to be like, oh well, YouTube does this, why can't Storyfire? Or like, oh, why can't Utreon? Or it's like, you guys realize that YouTube has like 20 years, like 15 plus years on these platforms. It is not a fair comparison. They literally are backed by Google, so they have the funds to do whatever they want. They have all the advertisers and stuff. So if you're going to compare them to that, that's just not a fair comparison. Like, anything worth building takes time.
Yeah.
Like even YouTube wasn't even YouTube didn't really start getting off the ground till like what, 2010, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah,
like,
YouTube was not YouTube nowadays. When it started, I'm one of the early users, and YouTube was really free land, a little bit clunky. New things came out not very often, but it was fun.
yeah,
It
and
was where Storyfire is now.
pretty much, yeah, and I think Storyfire, for what it is right now, is in a better place than YouTube was when it first started. And that's something I look at too. I compare 2005-6 YouTube to current day Storyfire, because that's a more fair comparison.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like if we went back and saw what like YouTube was back then, it was jank as hell. People gave it a pass because it was revolutionary. It was a revolutionary platform at the time, but it was just generally not the best platform.
And that's why I don't like how people treat Storyfire, because in the same sense it is very revolutionary, but people don't give it the same pass like they give YouTube. They're just like, oh well, it's not as good as YouTube, or it's like, oh well, it's janky. Oh, but it's like,
Yeah.
if we would have treated YouTube like that, we wouldn't have a video platform.
To be honest,
And instead we would have been stuck with Daily
yeah,
Motion and their perpetually buffering videos.
yeah. Or but some platforms really make a revolution on the entire business, and we should pay like really respect to the YouTube. I might not like the YouTube as it is nowadays YouTube because of the censorship and everything, but it opens up the entire like generational place where people could contribute, people could like watch free content because some countries, you know, in Africa, in Asia, people are not able to pay in order to watch your like short movies or things like that. And YouTube is the only alternative that was for them. So that makes it popular, that makes it international. And at some point, they just got a corporate company, and that's all. But
Yeah, I mean that's
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I like YouTube, or I used to like YouTube, but Yeah, now I believe that Storyfire could be better.
And
Truly.
not just that, but I feel like Storyfire, if it can succeed, personally, I'd like to see Storyfire and Utreon succeed because I think they're great, have great visions, and that would be good if they both did because it would create a bigger market for um, the independent creator, like community, and it would kind of force YouTube to do better because it's like, oh shit, these new guys are actually like starting to become competitors. We need to actually get our stuff together and deliver. And if anything comes out of it, then creators and viewers would just have like 2 to 3 solid platforms to use. And either way,
Mhm.
like there's nothing to lose by supporting these smaller platforms. It's literally just like, do you want more choices or do you just want censorship? That is your two choices right now.
There was a whole thing actually with on
There's
Twitter the other day where Santos, I believe you tweeted a list of like great YouTube alternative sites with Storyfire on top because naturally it's your favorite.
Mm.
But a- and the comments, oh my god. I hopped into his comment section reading it and I responded to a few too.
They were
Like
toxic. They were really
so many
toxic.
people
I don't think I've seen this. Wait a minute. Let me
so
look this
many
up.
people. It got what was it, 2,000 likes or something? But
Yeah.
it got like 30 or 40 comments that were just people saying things that like that you had to just go. There's no reason you can't use multiple platforms because they keep going. Oh, YouTube's where you get the most views though, and it's like, yes, it is, but here's the thing: it won't be forever. And also, what's wrong with expanding your audience to as many places as possible?
To kind of like create an echo
There is
chamber.
no doubt. It's like there's no downside to wanting to diversify the platforms that you put your content on.
Exactly.
I
And
don't
the thing
understand
is
why
like,
there's
for example,
so much apprehension towards that.
I make a video series, right? And I'm posting it on 3 different platforms. And if one of the episodes, YouTube wrongfully takes it down and they won't put it back up because I'm a small creator and boohoo, then I
Mm.
can be like, oh, okay, whatever. I have it on these other 2 platforms. People want, they could watch it there. And then it's just like, okay, whatever, YouTube. Like literally. But if you're just on YouTube and don't support any of the other platforms, then you're on Twitter crying wolf, trying to get your
Mm.
content back. I mean, you see this happen all the time. Like for example, YouTube has this big problem where when a creator is exposed for child grooming or something like that, I know it's pretty dark,
Mm.
but they won't terminate them. People like Minilad, people like Cosmodor, people like that just um, do these terrible
It
things.
took a
But
documentary on Discovery Channel to get Onision taken down.
no, he's still up. He's just demonetized. They didn't even remove his channel.
Yeah.
But Leafy makes
That's
too
the
many
thing. Like even
Pokimane
then, yeah.
jokes. Leafy makes too many Pokimane jokes, and no, permaban. Anytime he makes a new account, no Leafy allowed. Sorry, get out. Like I know a lot of people don't like Leafy, but like the fact that nobody can see that this is pure censorship is insane to me. Like it's just like they did the same thing with Monkey Jumps, but they didn't care as much. It's just with Leafy. Like he even made like a new channel. What was it called? Like Leafy Cast, and the video was really tamed.
Several channels that have been like just sniped by YouTube. It's insane. He's totally blacklisted from the platform.
Yeah,
But
it's sad. It's not fair. It really
To be
isn't.
honest, guys, currently it's YouTube 99% and everyone else 1%. When
Mhm.
this percentage equalize in a way, they will start get the feedback from the community more seriously. Currently, it really doesn't matter what you say because you're no one. Like,
I mean, if people were really smart, like for example, everybody has these like issues with YouTube. It's like, okay, why don't you take these issues that you have with YouTube, go to these alternative platforms and be like, hey, I have this issue with YouTube. If you want to compete, here are my recommendations, and then give them
mm,
time to work on that. And then if this other platform is delivering what YouTube isn't, and it's like, okay, well, I'm still getting the views on YouTube, But if they're delivering over here, I'll at least archive my content on this other platform.
Mhm.
That way, if anything happens on YouTube, I have another platform. Like, I mean, like, here's the thing. If Twitch can have competitors such as DLive and Trovo, why the hell can't YouTube have competitors like Storyfire and Utreon? It's completely ridiculous. It's a monopoly in the video creation platform, and I think, like, the viewers and creators deserve better. And it's not
Mhm.
right that YouTube completely goes out of their way to constantly favoritize the companies instead of the creators. Now, I get the copyright is important, but when somebody uses, like, in fair use, like 5 seconds of a clip in a 2 hour podcast, right? And this
Mhm.
company is like, well, we own that, so we're gonna copyright claim that one section. YouTube, instead of doing the smart thing and giving them a percentage cut from the money that the creator makes
Mhm.
from that, since it was in there, they give them the whole fucking thing. That's just plain theft. You need to take a percentage based off how much of the copyrighted content was used. That's how it should work. I think that the way that YouTube is set up, they let these companies abuse copyrights and stuff and give them way too much power. And I think it's because they're like, well, we need money. It's like, well, there is other methods that you can do. Like, for example, with Storyfire, with the way that Blaze will work, they can make money from that, along with advertisements. And with Utreon, they have like a Patreon tier list where they can take a cut of how like a small cut of how much you give to the creator. So
Mhm.
it's like there are methods that YouTube could make money without like having to like bow down to the giant corporate overlords. Like, there is literally like there's already proven solutions that would make YouTube like pretty much like a corporate killer, but instead they decide to bow to the corporate instead, and it's just sad.
They have a lot of people working there and calculating scenario A, scenario B, and everything. And they decided that it's more sustainable to work like this because they don't have real competitors.
Yeah.
Uh, when hopefully we're in the game with Storyfire and with some other more independent platforms, we start to give fair share of profit to the creators. We involve the community in decision making, and people start seeing those as alternatives. YouTube will change also, but currently no one forces you to change. You see, if you're the only one in the business, more or less, there is no need to change your policies. You're just doing what brings you the most revenue.
Right.
Yeah, and
See,
that's
that's
kind of
kind
the
of what keeps
dangers of a
that's
monopoly and
that's
why
what
we
keeps
Mhm.
Twitch in line, is these other competitors. Is if it wasn't for like DLive, which I'd definitely say is its like next top competitor, and YouTube and Facebook also having streaming,
Mhm. Mhm.
Twitch would be like hungry, and they would be probably worse than
I
YouTube.
guess you could say they'd be twitching.
Yeah,
We had
yeah,
to have
yeah.
one Parnell joke.
Wow, we're not even calling them puns anymore. We're just calling them Parnell jokes now. You know what? That's reasonably on brand.
You're welcome, Jack. You're welcome.
Nice,
Thank
nice.
you. They honestly, a monopoly is dangerous, and I always encourage people to try out Storyfire. Especially animators, because seeing from an animator's perspective, YouTube treats us very poorly. They design their algorithms to make it so that we have to upload constantly, but that's impossible. And that's one thing that I find very comfortable.
They do the same thing with filmmakers like myself. Like, doing animations and like professional film work and stuff, it takes time. Like, you have to write a script, you have to plan out your shots, you have to, when as an animator, you have to take time building like the skeleton, I believe is what it's called. We were
Oh yeah,
talking about the other day.
the skeleton frames. I gotta go to Gina to make the soundtrack, the music.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you actually have like a bunch of smaller creators that actually put a lot of time and effort and passion into their work. And instead of like them getting praised for and be like, hey, check out the smaller creator, what they're doing some good stuff over here, it's like, oh, why watch them when you could watch Mr. Beast? Like,
yeah, that's the thing is like when I first started watching YouTube back in like middle school, what I usually watched was animation and sketch content, and nowadays that's like dead on YouTube. And it's
Mm.
kind of cool seeing that kind of like I'm seeing more of that on Storyfire. I'm seeing more like sketch content, and obviously animations are starting to come on now. Uh,
animation is the fundamental of like some platforms. Like for example,
mhm.
like what made YouTube successful in the first place, like when it was like in its early stages,
Is this that talk
is
that we had?
yeah, is when people saw that they had better video quality than Newgrounds, so they went from Newgrounds to
The
YouTube.
animators
Yeah,
moved. The first
people
era
started
of
re-uploading
YouTube
it. Yeah,
was called like there are these people who who document the history of content creation, and they call the first era of YouTube the Newgrounds migration or the animator migration era for a
hmm
reason. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I just find it
YouTube was just
funny.
Newgrounds 2.0.
It's like any time that like all the people that have made YouTube to what it is, they practically like take a giant heaping crap on, because like literally they pretty much killed animation. They pretty much like killed independent filmmaking. They pretty much killed any experimentation with gaming content. They've killed so much, and then people
Gosh,
wonders like,
Machinima is dead. I freaking loved like Red versus Blue and all that stuff. Now that stuff like you don't see people making Machinimas anymore.
They're
it's
around, they're just not as successful.
Yeah,
Just like all of these content creators, right?
yeah.
I mean,
But
it wouldn't be as bad if, like, at least there's, like, some kind of, like, way to find newer creators easier, but that's not even a thing. That's what I like about these smaller platforms, man. You go on, and you don't know what you're gonna get. Like, you can find something that's really, really good, or something that's downright terrible, but that's the roll of the dice. I mean, I like that, because then I feel like I get to choose what I like, not some big platform algorithm. And I'm not saying I'm completely against algorithms, because they help the functionality of a platform, but when you only rely on bots instead of actual human interaction and like understanding, then it just makes everything feel empty and just like it's the same things being hashed out. If you want people to be happy, you have to let them choose for themselves. Like
Mm.
algorithms are great, just don't rely on them for like everything. Like literally YouTube's like, oh, we have an issue, slap an algorithm on it. Oh, um anytime we have some kind of issue, that seems to always happen.
Yeah, but if there are such people that want to dip in that kind of art, why don't they come to some alternative platforms and do it there? If there is a if people are hungry for that kind of content, our algorithms, for example, will not ban it.
yeah,
And yeah, so if that's still selling, I truly believe that it will find its platform.
I agree, honestly. Honestly, I respect what you guys are doing so much for Storyfire. Like this is an ambitious goal that you guys have. And so far, I think you're doing a great job. You guys are aware of all the bugs. You're working hard to fix them, and I just really got to give you all that credit for that. You and the team, so much credit for that, because there are a lot of sites out there, but most of them aren't being as transparent as Storyfire and aren't like openly saying, no, we know we're not perfect yet, but we're doing our best to get there slowly but surely. And having this talk today gave me a lot of hope for the future of content creation.
Thanks a lot. And our goal is not to be perfect. Our goal is just to be better than yesterday and to continue evolving because people are evolving. Like when you were in middle school, you look for one kind of content, one kind of entertainment, let's say. Now you look for something different. We'll try to just evolve and follow this great group of people, of creators, of free souls try to keep the platform safe for somehow to say. I don't want to be rude, but yeah, keep it from people that are there only to abuse, neo-Nazis or people want to harassing other people. Just to have it as a safe place because, to be honest, I'm in a lot of contacts of the users of the platform. Some of them have been to really dark places, and with this entire pandemic situation, a lot of people are pushed to their limits, and the support from the community of Storyfire is really life-saving for some of them. And that's more or less the platform that we want to have. Somewhere where people could be free, could create, and get their fair share of criticism or uh, gratitude or whatever, but just to be a safe place where people could be free. Like America was born like this, right? Yeah.
I believe so. Those two are from America, like from America. I'm from Canada, so I don't know their history as well as I know my own. But I know Canada does have history very similar to that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, but thank you so much for coming on today and taking some time to talk with us. I think I speak for all of us when I say I really appreciate you doing this, and I hope that our viewers on Storyfire, for anyone watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify or Google Podcasts, we're on Storyfire as well with this show. So I hope everyone who's interested in Storyfire or is on Storyfire has learned a bit today about how much work you guys are putting into this platform and just what the vision is.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Really appreciate your time and for having me here.
Of course.
And as you know, behind me, there is Jesse and his vision. There is Dexter and his goodwill and his team. And the guys from the development team, the creators, and the entire community, which is submitting proposals on a daily basis, reporting bugs. And I'm just representative, but it's like a group of maybe 20, 30 people that are engaged in this. So without any of you, it would not be happening at all. Thanks a lot and wish you a great success with the podcast. I'll listen to it with pleasure again. Thanks.
Thank you for being here with us. You have a great day.
Bye, gents. Bye.
So that was awesome. It was really great to hear from Ned there. What do you guys think?
Oh my gosh, that was wonderful. Very, very informative. Very, very good. We had some good talks. And it's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely has made me more optimistic for the future of the platform, to be completely honest.
Oh, absolutely. So, speaking of, so we interviewed someone now, but now we have some interviews for us. So, I'm just gonna sing the jingle real quick, and I think we have a viewer question. Unless you guys have other topics we gotta do.
Oh, did we pick out a viewer question this time?
I got one right here. I forgot to send it.
All right.
Sorry.
Sing the jingle.
Send us a question and we'll answer it and shit. It's time for viewer questions. Yeah. I don't remember if that's the exact jingle as last time. I'm gonna change it every time if I have to. Okay.
You know what?
You can try to get Gina to do like a backing for that at some point.
Yeah. It's like a really poorly made back, like where it's a little bit off tempo too.
Like a xylophone or a kazoo or something.
Like a xylophone or something.
Like I think
kazoos.
I think it's just funniest that we just make the jingles for the viewer questions as pathetic as possible every time. That's just my rule. I'm aiming to make them really pathetic. So this one's from a regular viewer. We all know her. We all love her, Missile Dragon. And And Missile Dragon wrote, what would be the best platform to start on? And to add on to that, do you recommend learning the website first or learning as you go?
That's an interesting question.
I will
I don't
say...
really know.
Okay, sorry, you go.
I'm still trying to formulate my answer. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to send the viewer question in advance today.
That's fine.
But personally, I think the best site to start on is YouTube still, because Storyfire and Utreon you have to apply to be a creator on. But I think your goal should be to strive from starting on YouTube to get your content to a high enough quality to be on as many platforms as possible. I believe this because you want a good-sized audience. You don't limit yourself to one place. Yes, that one place is huge. But Storyfire the Storyfire, you can grow your audience there. You can grow your audience at Utreon. Literally any site is a good place to go to, but YouTube is the best place to start. As for the question of do you recommend learning the website first or learning as you go, I would say you gotta learn as you're gonna go, because these websites change like that, and you can't just sit. Yeah. You can't just sit there and study. You should be studying. You should study the platforms. Trust me, I study YouTube. I study all these platforms almost every night before I go to bed. I will watch videos about them. Same thing with animation. Because you should always be studying to improve your content and make all to optimize your marketing and brand image. But the thing is, you can't go in an expert, because you'll never be an expert. You will never be good enough in your own eyes. So if you say, should I study before I post videos? That's impossible, because you'll start studying and you'll never stop. We had Surus on a few episodes ago, and he said a similar thing. You just gotta make the first video and do it, because your first video is gonna be shit. And but every video from it will be a good evolution. Will grow. Take the feedback and grow. That's my answer. Anyone else have stuff to say?
Keep doing you.
I mean, that's the best way I could have put it, honestly. I mean, just
fly like a butterfly,
just
sting like a bee. That's what you gotta do, you know. Like I know it might be kind of punny, but I'm being serious at the same time, because like you gotta be able to be delicate and free with the way that you post your work, but you also have to make sure you do it right, and that every choice you make is perfect, or as perfect as it can be. So, don't worry about how your content is in the beginning. Just get yourself out there and just keep working at it.
Just get yourself going, find your voice, find your style, and then start thinking about the branding and marketing. Because they say the best projects are 60% art, 40% business. The art always should be more powerful than the business, but your business
luck,
should always
20% skill, 18% concentrated power of will, 9% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Remember the name.
You should still know the business side of YouTube, is what I'm saying. You got it, but remember you are an artist first. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Off topic from the question, because I think we answered this. How do you guys feel about Ken Penders and his NFTs?
I am taking out a loan to get myself a green knuckles, man. I'm making that
own Scourge. Like, he doesn't. He doesn't own Scourge.
Should we explain this? Should we explain this to the viewers real quick?
Oh God.
Former Sonic comic writer Ken Penders who's a very controversial figure. I would suggest looking him up because it's a very entertaining story about a man who turned Sonic into a political drama, made over 2,000 OCs that are mostly recolors of Knuckles. One of them literally being a transformation of Knuckles called Green Knuckles. And then when he got fired because he wasn't a very good writer, like he wasn't, he sued Archie and Sega for the rights to his characters, and Archie and Sega thought it was such a joke they didn't show up to court, so he won 2,000 Sonic characters. And now
he still claims that Shade is Julie Sue.
Yes.
He still fucking claims that. That's so annoying.
And now he's selling the characters he owns as NFTs. Some of these characters he owns being alternate transformations for main Sega characters, like Ultra Sonic. That's something he owns. Or Green Knuckles, which if you want the Green Knuckles NFT, it's $100,000.
Guys,
So-
I just posted my
literally
NFT.
Eggman. Like, it's not.
I posted my NFT. Please do not.
But like,
He's
I don't know, man. I don't believe it because it's not a hexagon.
Listen, that is my NFT.
Like,
It's
I know.
BCat1875. I own this. I am number 1875. All right. So please do not steal my art. I paid for this. This is something that you cannot steal. All right. I have full ownership. This cost me about $1 million. I took it out of my mother's savings to
And
buy
right
this.
click, inspect element, and it's mine.
No, hey, you can't do that. I still need to get it in its hexagon shape. How dare you?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
Just a sec.
He's gonna make his profile picture, isn't he?
Probably. I don't know. But so I just wait. What?
Oh my gosh, it's only 500 kilobytes. Why is it not uploading? Come on. There it is.
No.
Don't worry, guys.
Honestly, I also shared that though. I also shared that because I thought it was adorable.
It is adorable, but yeah. So I just find it ironic that Ken Penders
and just thinking like, what the fuck are they doing now?
Oh yeah. but yeah, no, I just find it ironic that Ken Penders took characters from an environmental series and is doing NFTs.
Did you see that apparently Nintendo has said that they see potential in the market as well?
Unfortunately,
Nintendo-
All these corporate
Yes.
companies, when the NFT market crashes, are just gonna be fucking broke.
Oh, it's so funny because, okay, so my mom is a business professor.
Mhm.
Like, she teaches business at a college, right? And she is straight up going, why are they all buying this shit?
Because NFTs, bro. Like, listen, they gotta be owner of Green Knuckles. All right, like you're not human. You're not cool if you don't own at least a one NFT of Green Knuckles. I'm actually tempted for the memes to buy Green Knuckles.
I know, it's like, man, NFTs are the worst, but Green Knuckles would be such a good meme. But you know, we morally have to resist the urge to get Green Knuckles because, you know, Green Knuckles is not very green, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's literally painted green, Jack.
Then you
Like,
have
what are you talking about? He's very green. He's
You
very
have the Sonic Bored Ape that what was it, Channel Pup made?
That's very green. That's a
It's
very
very green.
very good.
That's the only good Sonic NFT. The only.
green
Oh.
exit
Didn't somebody steal? I think it was Tracy Yardley's Sonic art and like put it on the blockchain.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's so
I think it
much
was Tracy
art
Yardley.
in the NFT world. I am waiting for the moment my art gets stolen for NFTs. I know it's gonna happen eventually because it's happening.
Hey
to every
guys, do
artist
you
under the
hate
sun.
furries? Well, now there's a furry NFT.
There is. There probably is. There's probably
Where do people even buy NFTs? I'm kind of curious. Hold on.
Technically, aren't the Bored Apes furry NFTs?
Basically, have you seen the movie? Have you
Yes,
seen the Bored Ape movie?
Have you seen the other NFT movies coming out lately?
Okay.
Like Super
I
Doge?
I refuse to.
Guys, I'm on Nifty Gateway right now. I'm seeing what kind of NFTs I can buy. Okay, that one actually looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? You know how we talk a lot about different social media sites. I'm gonna talk about one that we all give shit
Bro,
to.
that's actually really freaking
right?
cool. What the heck?
I'm gonna talk about one site that everyone gives shit to because it reasonably gets shit, right?
What?
We all shit on DeviantArt. Everyone shits on it, right?
Yep.
But at least they've made it firm and clear they are against NFTs and made a system to warn people when their art is being stolen for NFTs.
See, here's the thing.
Cool.
I actually
found
It's actually really cool they did that.
I don't like DeviantArt very much, but the fact that they did that is kind of badass and makes you go, wait, is this, of all the social media sites, the one with a team that's actually in touch with the users?
Guys, hear me out. Hop in my stream real quick.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
That is depressing. That is tragic.
Like, whoever made that actually did a really good job.
Tragic how good that is.
I hate that that's being wasted on an NFT.
Wait, what the fuck? This is only...
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so this NFT is $777, right? But
Yeah.
but the monkey ones can go up for millions and they look like garbage. What? This actually looks good though.
Honestly, no.
What?
I've done a bit of research into the average pricing of the Bored Apes. They are not selling for that much.
How much
People
they're
are
selling
buying
for?
them for obscene. I think I actually talked with someone. I had the misfortune of conversing with a crypto bro the other day. He bought one for like $400 and he was flexing like it was a big deal.
Dude, for $400 you could buy an Xbox.
You can buy a PS5 for $400.
Like,
He blew it on a fucking hyperlink to a JPEG that's gonna
have
get infected with malware.
Some of these
Like,
are actually really cool.
If you have $400 to blow, okay, that is really loud.
There's no way to turn it down. I'm sorry.
If you have $400 to throw away, buy a video game console.
Dude.
Buy some video games. Buy something to do, not on a JPEG, not on a video. Because guess what? JPEGs and videos.
Video game market is.
See, some of these are actually kind of
It's
cool
like-
though. Like this one right here is actually really cool.
With how the video game market is going nowadays, like those video game consoles are probably going to be worth more than NFTs in a couple of years. Like,
Oh,
at least you can
absolutely.
scalp a PS5 and make some money on it.
I guarantee you, in a couple of years. I guarantee you, in a couple of years, my Sega Dreamcast, because it's in near perfect condition. I guarantee in a few years that's going to be worth more than most NFTs.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, here's the thing. The more I think about it, the more I realize that NFTs make literally no sense once you know anything about how the internet works. When you know anything about how web domains work. When you know how any of this stuff actually works.
I found an NFT that is worth $8,450. Come look real quick. I mean, it looks nice, but I don't understand why it's worth so much.
It looks nice, but still, like, after a while, these domain names are going to expire. These licenses are going to expire. And you're going to be left with a hyperlink that's probably going to be infected with malware eventually.
If you're interested in buying art, if you're interested in collecting art, please, I urge you, go to a local art store or go to
an art gallery and buy a few pieces.
A gallery or even a farmer's market. So many farmers markets have so many inspiring artists who make beautiful work. You want to collect art and you want to take the gamble, see if it's worth something someday? Go there, because some of those artists do end up doing well, and you never know who will be successful. Plus, you have art that you will have forever, not a temporary internet link that will expire. None of that. Go support real artists. NFTs do not support artists. They don't, because so many artists are stealing from them. Have you guys heard the story recently about the Bored Ape artist?
Yeah, didn't he say he
Wait.
regretted it or something?
I know that
The-
the original like creator of NFTs has like gone on record saying that he has basically denounced the platform.
The creator
itself.
of Bored Apes.
The medium, I mean.
She made the art, right? And it was actually really beautiful looking. It was actually meant to say something. The original Bored Ape sketches she made were supposed to say something about society and actually mean something, right? But what happened was they had this digital program basically tracing over her art over and over again and recreating it. And it's lost all meaning, and she didn't even know it was going to be for NFTs. Someone was like, hey, I want to buy the rights to that from you. I'll give you this much money, like a small flat fee, like a couple $100. She got screwed out of millions. You know that?
I'm not surprised.
She got screwed out of.
Did you see that? Did you see that Paris Hilton has a Bored Ape now? Did you see that?
Yes. So does Jimmy Fallon.
Paris Hilton's getting into. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon.
I think Jimmy Fallon, if you look at his character, who he is, I think if he did some research, he would he would really quickly regret that.
I don't know. Jimmy Fallon, I don't believe that he is
he
how
uses
he
MySpace, bro. He's not gonna look.
Yeah.
Like, he's still active on
But
MySpace.
yeah. I think Jimmy Fallon's genuinely a nice guy. He's just a little out of touch.
He's,
Maybe.
he's uneducated.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's where I think it is. I think it's genuinely
feel
nice.
like
It means well, but like honestly, NFTs.
this is I don't know.
all
This is
those
like the. All I'm saying is this is like the worst thing that Jimmy Fallon has done since he let Mr. Frog on the show. Have you guys seen Smiling Friends? Have you please tell me you guys have seen
Smiling
Smiling
Friends.
Friends?
Oh, I love it. It's so good.
It's so freaking good.
I love Smiling Friends so much. Like, but yeah, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, for all those crypto bros out there saying NFTs support artists, they don't.
They really don't.
And it's coming from an artist.
They say they do,
And
but they don't.
Don't tell me the thing I studied and haven't studied for years and have been doing for years that I don't know how it supports artists. I know how it supports artists, in quotes. It doesn't.
It pretty much
That
steals their
argument-
work. Like, there are some cases where they actually manipulate artists to make NFTs, and then they take most of the money that comes from NFTs, and usually the artist is more left high and dry to constantly keep retracing their own work just to have enough to live off of. And if that's the case, then why do the new narrative of NFTs when you can make more money just doing it the traditional way? The problem is NFTs were supposed to be an original replacement for physical currency, and because that they actually were supposed to take out the middleman and be more energy beneficial, which in theory it would have worked. But the problem is then you had these big corporate companies take advantage of it and take advantage of artists, and now the whole premise of NFTs is ruined. And unlike actual crypto, which goes off of a completely different blockchain compared to NFTs, it's more reliable and has been like in existence for I think like what 10, 20 years now. I can't remember. Like, NFTs are still a very new thing. They're still in beta, and to completely trust something that is still in the works is not fair, honestly. Because like you're going to get screwed over if something goes wrong. Like, in my hopes for the people that genuinely just wanted to invest in something that they think is going to be work, I hope for you it works out. I really do. But from the looks of where NFTs are right now, from the looks of how corrupted that the whole NFT market has already become, I highly doubt it. usually when corruption to a new thing happens this quickly, it usually crashes in about 5 to 10 years. So if it's gonna be around, it's only gonna be around for at most a decade. If
I'm
that.
giving NFTs 2 more years before it falls apart. That's my guess.
Either it's going to totally fall apart, or it's going to become a major pyramid scheme that's just going to keep getting bigger and worse.
Everybody thought Google Stadia was gonna do good. Now
No, they didn't. Everyone thought that would fail.
Wait, it gets better. It gets better. You ready? They recently announced that they're shutting it down and they're selling the tech.
Yep.
Which I'm glad that they're doing, because the tech for Stadia is actually amazing. And if
it's cool tech, yeah.
And if they sell that, it could help so many like gamers and streaming services and stuff. I think that if anything, Google Stadia was a great product that if it wasn't rushed out, it would have became popular. The problem is they promised all these features that never came, and they kept throwing money and expect people to pay for something that didn't have the features that they promised. And eventually people were like, fuck this, and gave up. I mean, like, can you blame them?
No, not at all. Like, Google Stadia, I don't know. Personally, though, I actually don't think it was a very good idea in general. I don't think a gaming streaming service is the best idea.
Honestly, for people who don't
Game
have
Pass is doing really well.
For a lot of people who don't really have the money and just want to play games occasionally, and are willing to pay like $19.99 to play all these AAA games, it is a fucking great deal for some people. And all you have to, and the thing is like, people played it, and like I saw Review Tech USA play on the Stadia. There was literally no latency at all. It was actually really impressive. I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh, this actually looks like it's running off of a PC or console. And he was playing like a game like Destiny 2. So like that tells you that it was like, so it's also, like it could have worked, but it didn't.
I can't help but notice something. I just realized this is probably like the 5th episode of YTFA in a row where we started ranting about NFTs.
Yeah, I feel like it's starting to get a little bit tired, to be completely honest. But there's so much to talk about. Like,
there's so much to say, and the fact that YouTube, that's a big thing that's happened since last time.
Holy crap! Yeah, how have you not brought that up yet?
Yeah, YouTube. You know, the thing this show started off being about.
I have another NFT joke.
Wait, YouTube's doing NFT integration.
YouTube, for you doing NFTs, you're an NFT to me. Not fucking tolerable. Go fuck yourself.
But see, that's another reason. Go support Storyfire. Go support Utreon. Because guess what? They're not bullshitting you with NFTs. YouTube is right now, though.
And I remember, like, making a thing about Odyssey, right? And their whole pitch was, like, saying, since I'm a creator on there with my content on there, technically I'm considered an NFT, considering the fact that my videos are on the blockchain. And I'm just like, why'd you have to say that? Why'd you have to ruin it for me? I don't want to be the next monkey, all right? I'm trying to just vibe, bro.
Monkey, you're a dog.
But like, yeah, you're a doggo.
Dude, I got Dogecoin. Now I got Doge NFTs. Holy cow, bro.
See, this is how this works. Is you're a doggo, Pyro is a mug, and I'm a 2-dimensional animated character. You know? That's just what we are. It's just facts. But like with YouTube, I don't understand. Did you guys catch how they're integrating NFTs into the platform?
No, I didn't think that they like clarified exactly.
No, they didn't. I didn't know. I didn't think they did.
Like, what are they gonna do? Make us charge for our videos?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how exactly? That's all I can think of is. Are there going to be like?
I wonder if they'll do something like Twitter did with the profile pictures. That's what I'm thinking they're gonna do.
Yeah,
maybe
either that, or I'm worried that they are going to make like a bit like give people the ability to put their own videos on the blockchain. You can upload your videos as if you're uploading it to like OpenSea or whatever.
I don't think people would do it though. I think most creators wouldn't
I mean,
do
technically,
that.
my content's already on the blockchain because of Odyssey. So I don't even know how to feel about that.
Hey guys, remember that when we first talked about Odyssey on this show and we praised the heck out of it, and then we did more research on Odyssey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, Odyssey. Oh yeah, we never mentioned that on the show, did we?
Well, I think that's a topic for another day. We should call
Oh
it
yeah.
the rise and fall of Odyssey or something. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
that's a good clickbaity title. Cause honestly, we've been doing some digging on Odyssey, and yeah,
Oh boy.
I take back my previous statements of praise of Odyssey on this show.
Yeah,
I'm very concerned about that place. Is very concerning.
it's very
Um,
shady, but
it's either very shady or they have the worst PR disaster ever on their hands. So yeah, Utreon and Storyfire is what I'm promoting for now.
I
You
mean,
know?
one thing I will say though, the Odyssey, like the thing is with Odyssey is the layout and the UI is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter if they're shady as hell.
Oh my god, Odyssey, YouTube's best alternative explained. I mean, you know, as much as I dislike the way Odyssey's heading, I can't argue with that because right now it is the closest YouTube competitor. And that is scary.
That
I
is
mean-
So-
really guys,
Hey,
That
wait,
is
guys,
very-
I got 3 followers on Odyssey. I'm an
Oh,
Odyssey creator.
you're literally PewDiePie of Odyssey. That's
Let's
crazy.
go. Odyssey's PewDiePie right here. How's it going, bros?
I mean, the interesting thing though with Odyssey, right? Is I promoted like one of my videos from there, and I was like, hey guys, you should watch this video, right? And let me know what you think. One person came. The comment was removed because it broke guidelines. They disliked it and then commented "kill yourself."
Oh.
I was like,
Yeah.
what a. I literally was like,
Honestly-
wow, what a welcoming community.
From what I've seen, that is probably the most Odyssey story I've ever heard.
Like literally, like, and the thing is like I had 5 stars, but now I'm like at 3 stars, like level 3 when I was at level 5. Even though like I have like a bunch of their fucking weird ass, dumbass fucking currency. I don't even understand how it works because they like the thing is like they have their own like how like they want to make Blaze crypto. They have their own version of Blaze that's already a crypto. And I can't,
yeah, except there's
I can't remember what it's called. Like I'm half tempted to see like how much I have worth in this. If it's like worth like a lot of money, I might just sell and just make some money from this platform.
that's fair. Might as
Because-
well make some cash.
Like, listen, if I'm still gonna use Odyssey, I'm just not promoting it until shit changes with it because like it automatically uploads my content from YouTube to Odyssey, which means I have a legit archive. So if Odyssey just works for me as like a YouTube archive, I'm cool with that.
That's you know what? That's fair. Dude, honestly, I'm gonna stay away from Odyssey for now because I'm not already set up on there.
Wait. Speaking of which, Parnell Animation. He made an account. And he
Yes.
hasn't posted. I'm showing it right now. He made an account. Guys, go follow Parnell Animation on Odyssey.com.
I made an account.
Like,
I don't
Looked
remember
in
if I made an account. I
Odyssey.
don't think I did.
like
Looked into Odyssey more and then did nothing with that account after researching
here's
Odyssey.
the dumb thing too of Odyssey, right? Parnell makes an account. They're like, we want other content creators on Odyssey. We want to show that we're better than YouTube. Goes to Odyssey. Well, we can't really back up your content because you see, like, you don't have like 300 subscribers. So you know, like what?
I have 280.
And
I'm 20 away.
and it gets, and it gets better. It's like, well, we
even though you got 300 subscribers, you're still not eligible to have videos backed up that are over 30 minutes, which means most of your content is going to be given a middle finger, especially if you're a streamer. So, yeah, go fuck yourself.
But first curse meme, man. This is a two-part meme, okay?
Okay.
It features the voice of Eggman in the Sonic fandom. So I'm gonna paste it in. Here it is.
Oh no!
Game for kids and grown-ups.
Santos, you're still streaming.
Yeah.
It's getting
I think I'm
echoey.
old enough to bathe on my own now, but my mom insists on getting in the tub with me every time. It makes me feel uncomfortable. What should I do?
Here's a tip. The answer may not be obvious at first.
Everyone has a right to privacy. Try being more firm with your mother about your refusal.
Parents know best. You should do as you're told at all times.
I'll take your place, Arthur.
You've got to be kidding. A game for kids and grown-ups. What's the problem, Arthur?
They killed my mother, and now they're sleeping together too. It's making my dad mad and uncomfortable. So what should I do?
The tip. I am so fucking mad.
By the way, this is the actual Arthur finale.
Sleeping with your mother. I'm sorry that it makes you uncomfortable.
This sounds like an issue that you should arrange a serious discussion with your mother about.
Nobody said you can't join us, Arthur.
Oh.
You've got to be kidding. A game for kids and grown-ups.
This is so cursed.
I had a conversation.
This is a
with
part
my mom.
two.
It
This
looks
is a
like
two-part
Nathan's my
video.
dad now. I don't understand. I feel confused and upset. What should I do?
You should go to bed, son.
Arthur, I appreciate you're troubled, but I'm out of advice.
It's okay, Arthur. Binky is my father, too.
Help me.
Help me.
Oh my god.
So, I'm gonna be honest, this is my favorite meme of all time.
That's so messed up.
This is also the leaked footage of the Arthur finale this year. I forgot to mention that. I don't know if you guys heard about that. Arthur ends this year.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
25th
actually
anniversary
know about
special is gonna end it. Oh, here's part 2, by the way. Came a year later.
I gotta watch the thrilling conclusion.
No,
Yeah.
it's honestly their new animation style is so garbage anyway.
Now what should I?
Oh, okay, guys. Here's part 2, by the way.
Be kidding!
A game for kids
For
and
kids and
grown-ups.
What's the problem, Buster?
I'm angry that Binky stole my mummy joke for a project about Egypt. Now what should I do?
I've been there.
Here's a tip. You are not going to feel better.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. You should let him have the joke.
Get over it.
Alright, it's just a joke.
He will take more than just your joke, Buster.
You've got to be kidding!
A game for kids and grown-ups. What's the problem, Buster?
I think my identity is being stolen. I
Oh,
noticed
no.
many fraudulent purchases on my credit card. I don't remember making these purchases. Should I contact the authorities?
Yes.
Here's the tip. The authorities can't help you now.
Buster, you should be more careful with how you spend your money.
Wait, ready for the message?
Over it.
It's just a joke.
You have to get out of here, Buster.
You've got
to be kidding.
A game for kids and grown-ups. What's the problem, Binky?
Don't worry. There is no problem. Not anymore.
What have you done?
That's great, Binky. I'm glad to hear it.
Oh, hi, Binky. When did you get here?
So, thoughts of the You Gotta Be Kidding Me duology?
Gorgeous, beautiful, true cinema.
I know I already watched it, but I think it got worse the second time because I knew what to expect.
Oh yeah, I didn't show it to you before. It's like my favorite meme ever. Is the You Gotta Be Kidding Me videos. I love them. Them and the Hee Hee Cat, but the Hee Hee Cat's wholesome. This is cinema. It's crazy. Like, I think this is gonna be better than the actual Arthur finale. What do you guys think?
Now that I know that Arthur's ending, I'm gonna have to watch that. Like, actually, unironically, I kind of want to watch that now.
I'm kind of curious
But
too.
yes.
Like,
I gotta
don't think
know
it's
how it
out yet.
ends. You know, like.
Well, let's
Yeah.
get to reviewing this wonderful, lovable, loving, kind, and great.
This is apparently a bit of an older video of his,
Uh-oh.
but he does say that he kind of
watermark. The
made
watermark.
some. Wait, it hasn't loaded for me yet. Wait.
It has
there
for me.
There it is.
Like the watermark.
Yeah, it's
dude. What's
already
up with everybody using
and
Power
also
Director?
so yeah, immediately before even starting the video, I see a Power Director watermark, and I'm pretty sure he misspelled scoliosis. It's supposed to be an O, not a U.
Honestly, man, I gotta ask, right? For like the Power Director editor, if you know you're the most popular like mobile video app editor, why the fuck do you have a watermark? It's like so dumb. If you already have the majority of user bases and people are already suggesting you, get rid of the watermark. This isn't even a complaint to the people who use it at this point. This is just a complaint by the actual editor itself. Why? It's so dumb. You don't see me using Adobe Premiere, them slopping an Adobe Premiere watermark, or people using DaVinci Resolve and they're like, oh, here's a fucking DaVinci watermark right there. Or like Sony Vegas, as shit as it is, go like, oh, here's a fucking watermark, slap there. You know, like
Doesn't even mention Final Cut to your all around me.
Because we're not Mac users.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't. You're the only Mac user in the group.
Well, when Kitty comes on again, she is a Mac user too. Actually, she has the same. Her computer is the same as my old model of Mac. So yeah.
When she comes on, we're just gonna
let's
have
actually get into the video now. Let's actually.
Yeah.
Alright, shut up. I'm sorry.
Starting the video.
You're beautiful, James.
Scoliosis again, huh? Well,
thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
This time it's my scoliosis surgery in particular, because I don't really have any interesting scoliosis storytime videos that I really wish to share.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope I don't start as much in this video as in the last scoliosis video. I'm perfectly in health, so my voice isn't raspy. So yeah, if there's still stuttering, I'm sorry. There will always be some stuttering, especially when talking about scoliosis. It is something that hits very close to home, as I've realized, but I also feel like I have to talk about it to clear things up. So yeah, this is not sponsored in any way. However, you could sponsor something like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, sponsor. Teach me your secrets.
I can remember. So
this podcast is sponsored by the subscribe button.
So
hit it right now. Leave us a like. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify. All of it. Give us clout.
But seriously, you should actually follow us on Spotify, because we actually post episodes on Spotify early, as well as episodes the video version early on Storyfire. So if you want to like see the podcast like a day early, or listen to it a day early, follow us on Spotify and Storyfire. So
besides, yeah.
So one thing I gotta say to Kuro is we've had 1 minute and 30 seconds of a still image right now, and
that's not even
I'm
the
sorry.
issue. That's not even the issue for me. The issue is it's like, like he hasn't even gotten to the topic of the video. He's just talking about like doing the video.
So I seriously want to.
Well, that I can understand. If there's some good visual stimulation, I think it's a lot more forgivable, you know? A lot of YouTubers do that. But, you know, like...
Yeah, but just because a lot of YouTubers do it doesn't mean it's good. I can't stand, like a 2-hour, like... Alright, guys, so we're going to be talking about scoliosis. Like, scoliosis is, you know, like, before we get into this video, I'd like to talk that I don't have a sponsor. I don't... like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean. Like, but yeah, no, I just think this video, you need some YouTube is a visual medium. The viewers need visuals to
Hey,
look at.
Can you guys tell that I'm skipping around?
Yeah, I can tell because I can see the bar
I
moving.
didn't even
That's
But,
what
like-
that's what I mean. The whole thing is just the same image, and it's so melatonin that you like. I could skip around.
Yeah.
And if you didn't see the bar, you wouldn't even be able to tell.
Teams are off, but that's because I'm comfortable with showing them.
Okay. Kuro, you are very active on the Discord, and you seem like a really cool guy.
Kuro is a really cool
I know
guy.
this is a very. I know. Yeah. So I don't really want to, be too much of a dick, because I know that you're.
The drawing is nice. I will say
Let
that.
me-
I just say like just
I'm just
draw
gonna
a few more
jump
drawings.
into your channel real quick. This video is 6 months old. Your content. You don't publish content all that often. Your last video was 3 months ago.
Oh, well,
I really think the best thing I can say is just
your branding's on point.
keep
I'll say
practicing.
that.
Like,
your branding's nice.
yeah.
Thumbnails could use some work. Like I said,
Yeah.
the narration is not terrible, and it looks like some of your other videos have more visuals to them than. Yeah,
Like-
honestly, I just like the other video I just opened up already has like more going on in it. I mean, like maybe it's just kind of like a quick video that he wanted to talk about like a topic close to him, but it's like at the same time like I wish I could could have seen more.
The thing is, when you're a small YouTuber, when you're smaller like this, you need to make sure that you never know what video is going to be the one to take off. So you need to make sure everyone tops the last in quality. You know?
Honestly, do me a favor, for your scoliosis video, because I see like a lot of potential with it. Take it down, bring it back to the editor, cut out the beginning about the whole sponsorship and stuttering and stuff, because people can see from your channel that you're a newer creator, you're smaller, so like I expect a little bit of stuttering. And you also only have 27 subs, so I wouldn't be surprised that you don't have a sponsor. I would just cut right into like maybe like kind of like that disclosure thing like you had, and like it seems like you have like a still of your character. I'd get like a few different stills to switch back and forth and just have an occasional pop-up once in a while to go with it. You don't need to do too much with it.
Yeah.
I would suggest, because it only has 22 views anyway, literally because I see like potential with this video, just take it down
Yeah.
and just bring it back to the editor. Don't.
It's a good topic to talk about, and
Yeah.
it's something that's
like I don't want to.
definitely.
I just say give it a little bit more, like a little bit more flash of visuals on like some of your other videos, like your Pokemon Shield review. Like it has a good bit of visuals. I think like if you did the same thing with your scoliosis video, it would have done better. Which I find really weird, right? Because I'm looking at it and like his video that has like more like editing and stuff put into it, right? Like, which is the weird thing. Like it only has 9 views, and the one that doesn't have that much any editing in it has 22 views. So,
Okay, so I could see why that would feel discouraging, though.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It's a good topic. A few suggestions, because I see that you also did like a little bit of gaming and stuff. I would recommend getting a capture card. Capture card would be really good for like cutaways on video.
The Elgato has been going on sale quite a lot lately, so that's a good capture card to get.
If you have a laptop, because you do need like a laptop or something to use it on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You don't need anything too powerful. Like honestly, if you just say, because like OBS can like run on a potato pretty much, so like if you could like get like a $300 and something laptop, like you could probably even like get like a basic video editor to start editing on there too, to get rid of the watermark, because your edits aren't like extremely demanding either. So even like starting like how like I started on Windows Movie Maker, like really there's some things that you could do to really get yourself out there. Where you're at right now though, those are the only things I would suggest I see potential. You know, just keep up with it, really. And
Yeah.
and honestly, I suggest to get some stills of the same character of different emotions, and if you do that, then you can also just switch back and forth depending on what you're trying to say to give the viewers a better understanding of like what emotions you're trying to have go across. But other than that,
stills are the heroes of people who don't want to show their face on YouTube.
Yep.
Until you become like comfortable like Saber Spark, where you show your face a lot, but yet still use stills, and then you ask yourself, why do I still have stills but show my face?
See, I understand why someone would, because like I used to show my face a lot more on my channel, but I realized for branding the animated avatar was better because people were more interested in the animated character than actual me. You know?
Bro.
Yeah. So I get why someone like Saberspark, who shows his face regularly now, still uses stills, because they're very good for branding, and they're very easy to market your channel with. Yeah, Pyro, you get it. You as another guy with stills
I've been
who
thinking,
hides behind
I've
an
been
animated.
thinking about eventually getting stills myself for like people, like say if I did a collab with like say Jack or like somebody like Future Butters, just so like I would fit in with their style of video, I would have my own stills, because it's something that like I don't want to take away from like their style, because I do things a little bit differently on my end. So
That's very fair, dude. That's probably a really good idea.
yeah.
So what's this next video? Who's this from?
This is how do you pronounce that again? I remember seeing him before.
Ghoststryker 35. Or wait, no, I have the wrong thing pulled up. Quawnaime, I think.
Quawnaime
or Quawnaime.
Right away, Quawnaime, I'm gonna say this thumbnail. You gotta. This thumbnail has too much. What's it called? Too much white space, as they call it, which is like space with nothing going on. You know, but I'd say the thumbnail, you need some more stuff, like more to the thumbnail, because that guitar is so small. The text is so small. People aren't gonna see that on mobile.
Yeah,
they're just gonna see the red curtain.
Yeah, all I see is like the red and the gray and brown. Honestly, like from afar, it looks like somebody like was walking on like a gray road. Like, here's the story about what I think about your thumbnail. Okay, once upon a time, there was a lad named Parnell who was walking in a desert with a mountain view. Their sky turned red as the blood rained from the enemies. And to retreat, he had to leave his little guitar behind.
I have enemies?
It's just a narrative story. I don't know.
see.
Do you have enemies?
No, this is the.
What about Daddy? What about Daddy?
I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies.
Oh yeah, you mean the transphobe we fought? I guess he's an enemy.
He blocked me. I thought it was hilarious. Dude,
Dude,
I'm blocked from Shallow. I blocked by Tipster.
I'm blocked by two people. Someone who is transphobic towards my friend and Butch Hartman, and I wear them both with badges of honor.
Bro, I don't understand. Like, I'm just trying to vibe and like just ask questions, and people block me. Like, is people really this sensitive anymore? Like, what's happening?
You ask too much.
Like, I'm a very emotional, sensitive guy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So coming from me, and I don't block people that often. I just ignore them or just mute them. You know. So it's like, I really don't try to block somebody unless they're harassing me.
Also, from a business standpoint, if you're a YouTuber, it's not always a good idea to block people. Muting people, absolutely, that's good for your mental health. But blocking them all out, so that means you can't keep tabs on them. That means you can't, if they're saying shit about you, you want to know that.
Yeah, that's what
you would want to know that so you could for your own PR.
That's why I haven't blocked Shallow, because yeah, he blocked me, but like if he wants to see if I'm talking about him, which I am, yeah, go ahead and check. But like, and he's just like, oh, I could talk shit about him and he can't see. It's called I have other sources.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need, like, just because you blocked me on Twitter doesn't mean I can't just make another Twitter account and see what you're posting.
Or just log off of Twitter and just search him.
Yeah, literally. It's just like, the only thing that you literally made me do is I can't comment or like your posts or share them. That's it. That's all you did. Or message you, which honestly, I wouldn't want to message you anyway because you ignored every single message I ever sent you, even positive ones. So, yeah.
So, Quawnaime, right?
Quawnaime.
You gotta stay on topic of the video.
Quawnaime or Quawnaime or whatever it is.
Quawnaime.
Quawnaime, can you please put in the comments how you're supposed to pronounce your username, because I don't know.
Please.
And I would like to be able to pronounce your name correctly. But yeah,
it's not playing for some
anyway, let's just go.
There you go.
There it goes. All right.
All right, so I start.
Oh.
There's the curtain. Oh, there's some
okay.
movement.
There's animation. Okay.
I like that. I like it.
Nice. Okay.
That guitar too nice.
Okay. Cat.
Hey, look, there's Kitty now.
Okay.
Oh my God, it is Kitty. Wait, was that?
Curtains close. Open up some bread. Bread.
Ghost.
Oh, ghost. All right.
Do we know any ghosts, guys?
The kitty ghost? Was that my career?
What's coming out of
a ball?
A ball. I definitely recommend a little squash and stretch on the ball. Also a little bit of practice with easing on it, but you know, pretty good. It's a bunny. I kind of like just one thing I like about this video that keeps me really engaged is the guessing. What the hell's behind the curtain? The song sounds fun. The song's pretty solid, but like I love guessing what's gonna be behind the curtain. But I would
please
also
be a fox next. I can make a Zootopia reference. Please be a fox.
Hey, it's Quawnaime.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back.
No, Jack Porthill.
It should be Buster from. So again, I will say I would recommend some sort of end card where you talk or something, because you know your fans are gonna want to hear an artist statement. They're gonna want to hear, what did that mean? What did the bunny symbolize? What did the dog symbolize? What does that mean? Even if you have to bullshit it and make stuff up, it's good. It will help you grow your channel.
Honestly,
to have end cards. That goes for anyone who wants to do music or anyone who wants to do animation or any art form, really. It's a good idea.
No, let's go.
But overall, fun video. I really enjoyed that video. I like the song. I like the animations.
Well, right now I am viewing his channel, and it actually looks nice. Like, I accidentally left the thing, by the way. Oh, what happened?
I'm gonna leave a like.
Oh, dude, he has more subscribers than all of us, though. Like, he killing it.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Wow.
He got 400.
He's growing fast.
Yeah.
Growing fast. Nice job, man.
I will say your thumbnails need work. Other than that, though, you know, you got branding. You know what you're doing. You know, I just think it's up, honestly.
People are noticing you. Only like
Senpai has noticed you. YouTube Senpai.
We're like what 94 like subs away from getting the community tab. Like, it's good.
Oh yeah, you only need 500 for that now, eh?
My question though is, if YouTube can admit that 1,000 subs is too much for the community tab, then why is it still 1,000 subs to become a YouTube partner? Bullshit. Just saying.
You know what? You know what's bullshit? My videos have been getting enough views lately that YouTube's been putting ads on them lately. Anyways.
Almost all my videos get ads, and I don't even get any money from that. So
yeah, I'm like, I spend months animating this shit.
I
don't
say,
see a penny from it.
If they ever put an ad on Lavender and I don't get paid for it, I will sue them. I will actually see if I can take them to court for that.
I have,
I don't
like,
think you
ads
can.
turned
I don't
off
think you
on
have a
my
key.
channel. I don't know if they're actually putting ads on my videos anyway, though.
Too many Sonics committing violent acts. Too much Sonic committing
Sonic,
violent
Tails,
acts.
and Knuckles commit hate crimes.
I think I may just make it just a running gag on my channel from here on out that Sonic's just a violent psychopath. I don't know.
Please.
Okay.
Sonic, I still hear the screams.
So let's continue on with the next video. Bada boom, bada bing.
All right, yeah. By Ghoststryker 35.
Let's go. Disclaimer: the Warriors of the Future comics storyline and characters, aside from the backgrounds and characters, which I did ask my friend permission to use, are all. Oh.
Whoa!
Yo, that looks awesome!
Whoa.
Dude!
Okay,
What?
this is
Awesome,
actually pretty
yeah.
good. What?
Yo!
It's fucking cool, man.
I love this! This intro's hype! Dude!
Are they an animator? Like, they have to animate this, right?
Must be of some sort. Like, there's some solid animation there.
Dude, I wish I could animate like this.
Yo!
Dude, the characters' designs are on point, though.
They're pretty darn solid. Characters have unique silhouettes. They have you can tell who's who, you know? The movement is pretty solid, you know? I keep saying, you know, like, you don't.
Warriors of the Future.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, is this like an actual? Wait.
No, you didn't make a 10-minute animation. Did you? Because you're psychotic if you did. Oh my god, you are psychotic, dude. Mad respect. Mad respect.
This actually looks really freaking good. What the heck?
How? How are you doing this? How often do you upload? You must upload like once a year, right? Because I'm subbing right now. Okay, once every, like, an episode every month? How? How are you doing this?
It looks like they're outsourcing some of the animation to like another channel. Like, it seems like it's a team.
Okay, a team makes more sense. So I'm like, I'm an independent animator too, and there's no way I could do this every month. You know? Like a 10-minute cartoon every month.
This is a great team project, though, and it really pays off.
Oh yeah, it looks incredible, dude. No, everyone subscribe to this guy right now.
Wait, wasn't this the guy that we actually reviewed his story and said his... Wait a minute.
No, was it?
Yeah, we've looked at this guy before.
Yeah! Remember we said,
before,
like, he had a great story, but, like, we needed to see some kind of, like, animation to drive people in? No,
yeah.
he actually...
The same guy.
Yeah, he actually outsourced for oh wow.
Dude, you have gotten so much better. This is incredible. This is incredible.
This is really good.
Mad props to you. Holy crap. Mad props.
Yeah,
you have my
it
respect,
looks like,
sir.
It looks like he
Or
drew the
ma'am, or
characters.
whatever your gender.
It looks like he drew some of the characters and stuff, or she. My apologies, or they. And I'm just gonna say they for now. And they are outsourcing for like animators and actors and stuff to really make this project happen. And honestly, for that, respect. That's a lot of hard work.
Look, as someone who also like manages teams a lot, that shit is hard.
And they only got 88 subs too.
And anyone who can do that deserves some respect, especially when it comes to making an animated project. They say every cartoon you make is a miracle. In this case, yeah, that's a fucking miracle, dude.
Episode
Congratulations
2,
on
Genius
that.
Part 2. Warriors of the
Oh,
Future.
looking at the music
episode
used,
1.
I'm really liking this. And the music used in this video, I'm really liking what I see. A lot of Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, Dragon Ball, World Ends With You.
World Ends With You, always a good choice. Always a good choice.
I would suggest you need a banner on your channel. Once you get a banner, and work on your thumbnails. Your content is actually pretty solid.
Your content is great. Now you just got to keep making it and learn how to advertise it. You have the product, learn how to sell it now.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are.
That's what I'll say. You know.
Okay, I see. It's like some parts are animated and other parts are like comic books.
Okay. That's a little easier to understand how that works.
That's what a Reaper
So I
can
guess
do.
the action sequences are
If there was
animated
more of
then.
them, I probably would have been overwhelmed.
You know what? I'm
Seems
okay
like
with
it, yeah.
that. For an
Still
independent,
That's awesome.
If I want to become a
That's
fully
awesome.
fledged
Still.
war.
I'm definitely subbing because I want to keep up with this now. I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, same.
You know, I'm curious. I'm curious where this is gonna go, so I'm gonna sub too, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
the only part
the thing is, we all made a pact, no more subbing live on the show. And we're all doing it right now because this is
did we?
deserved.
Did we? I forgot.
Did
It was
we?
like 6 months ago. We said we gotta stop subbing on the show because we keep filling up our sub boxes.
Oh yeah, but like in this case, I actually want to watch this though.
This guy deserves it, 100%. So
It's not my fault.
I encourage our view.
This is nice. Like, yeah.
All right,
This is good
that's
shit.
all the people that we have. Definitely nobody
Ciao.
else. Definitely not Rose of the Night again. Definitely not.
Hey, it's the same video we looked at last
I mean,
episode.
Oh, is it really?
But we
we
kind
didn't
of
really
started
even. We did. I was about to say we didn't really even look at it, so.
that.
Yeah.
You're right. We need to
Yeah, we
give.
could.
Areas where a lot of us spent
Well, let's
hours
look into it.
Yeah.
in the Sonic Adventure duology.
The Chow
Sometimes we
Garden.
spent more time in them than the levels themselves. Except for when we needed to collect animals.
I already
or
like gave my thoughts about this in the comments of the video, so I don't really have to say a lot about it, but yeah, might as well.
You might.
areas
give it a shot.
where a lot of
Maybe
us
the
spent
audience can
hours
learn
in
something
the
of what you
Sonic
said about
Adventure
it
duology.
too.
Sometimes we spent more time in them than the levels themselves.
Yeah.
Except for when we needed to collect animals or chaos drives. They are great distractions. Wonderful places to unwind.
Now the question is, Rose, you referred to the Chow as distractions. Are they distractions, or are they a way of life? That's my question about Chows.
Hello YouTube, I'm Rose, and
Harmless-
welcome to my first video essay,
harmless
where
distractions
we
are-
will explore one of my favorite things about
I think I said last episode, Rose
about
has
my
like they
ideas
have
of
the
them
perfect
and
voice
how
for
I think
video
they could be
essays
better.
actually.
But before we dive into this, I'd like
They're
to
like
remind
really-
you
It's
that
just-
it's
all
just
Chow
the
Garden
mic that
related
kills
footage
me,
is
bro.
sourced
I
in the
completely
description
agree.
below.
Like, if
With that out of
once
the
they
way,
get a better
let's continue.
mic, they're
I
literally
know
gonna
this
pass
topic
us
has
in
probably
subs.
been
I'm
talked
just
about
saying.
to death, but
They're already
I'd like
almost
to
at the same
explore
amount as me.
along
Oh yeah, I
other
think that
ideas
a
I've seen.
mic would be like.
I
You
also
know
know
what?
that
I
these
know I've already
features
said
I'm going
this,
to
but
list
Rose,
Are
might
they?
be a
When
lot
you
to
when
ask
you
for,
gonna
but
collab
that's why
with
this
me?
is
Like
my ideal
seriously.
vision. I don't
Like
expect
I
anyone
feel
to
like I've
well,
seen your
the reason why I
content
titled
and your
the
stuff
video
so
what I did
much
is
that the
because
fact we
I would
haven't
prefer
collabed yet
seeing these
is a
features
crime.
implemented
I don't know how
in
to
standalone
explain
Chow
it better.
Garden
Honestly,
rather than in
I'm
the
eventually
third
want to do a
installment that everyone
big
is yearning
SRB2
for.
cart
Mainly
collab.
because
If
in
you
my
have
research, most
SRB2
of the
cart,
features I'm going to
Rose,
talk about in this
let
video,
me know.
the
I
rumors
would
that
love
every
you
make
to
of both
join
games
that. I
were
want to get a
planned,
bunch of people
along with
involved
Chow
in
Garden
this
being
big
present in my
SRB2
years,
cart
but
nonsense.
I'm still on the
It'd be
fence about
fun.
whether or not either of those are true.
Yeah.
I'm also
I know you
unsure as to
enjoy
whether
my
a
favorite
sequel
hedgehog.
is planned at
Yeah.
all, and not
We've
just
talked
some
about that
unrelated
before.
thing that fans
Well,
swear is the third sequel.
commentary
With all that
is really
said,
good.
keep in mind that this
Oh,
game
yeah.
is purely an idea, not anything that will ever come to fruition.
So far,
as much as I'd
not
love
too much
that.
editing, but
Graphics.
as soon as I said that, there's editing.
Nice transition.
I'm just gonna make this
As soon as
Does
I say that,
just transition?
any other 3D
as soon
game
as
would.
I say that, it's
not
like
gonna
So
they
good.
knew. They
I'm not a
knew
fan
I
of
was
2D,
going
so let's just get that out of the way right now.
They just
And
knew.
it's gonna be in the
Like,
best
to be fair, there's
3D
not much you can
environment
show
that
when you're
they'll
talking about the
ever
Chow
think of.
Garden
Yeah,
outside
that's
of
the hope.
Chow Garden
Yeah,
gameplay.
Moving on.
This is what the Chow Garden
That's the
is.
thing,
How
is,
many
like,
of
This is
you
the
want to know how
entire
awesome it would be
game.
for
This
your
is the
playground
game.
naturally,
This is the whole
or to see
thing.
all the info about
This is
the
the
Chow
entire
there
game,
instead of
Santos.
seeing the
Have you ever
documents.
played Sonic Adventure
Well,
2,
I
dude?
have a simple solution.
Oh
Chow
my
log.
god. This is definitely not the game
Instead
for
of
me,
using
man.
that
I can
app,
tell you
which
I'd
you have to
already
fill
be
in
bored
info
out of my
about your
mind.
child yourself,
No,
the
it's
game would
great.
automatically
How it
record
works
your
is you
exact
play
info
normal
about your child.
Sonic Adventure. This is just a
Age,
side
like
game
fruit,
within a bigger
health,
game that
stats,
she's
things
analyzing,
they
or
learned
that
in
they're
school,
analyzing
their
right now.
family
You
tree,
know,
and so on. There
they're
will be info
analyzing
per
just a
child,
side game
and all
within
info in
the
one
big
menu.
game, but the side game
Consider the
is
idea that
almost
players
better
can
than the
access
main
logs
game.
per child, like when you see all their stats upon
It's just
picking one
like
up, but that's
it's just
CS,
like
and
yes,
so was trying to see
a
their
really
stats and
advanced
make your names.
Tamagotchi.
All the info
That's like the
being
best
in
way
a
to
single
explain
place
it.
plus filters.
Which,
Here's a
as
mock-up
a
of what
Digimon
the log
fan,
might look like in school
Yeah.
and when you pick them up. Additionally, they will be teaching
No, I
up to
did.
3
I
lessons at a
usually
time,
skip
so
around
that you
to
have
get an
choices for
idea
child to learn.
of the
Did you
There
editing.
see
would
that
also be the
that
dog
mock-up
obviously,
portfolio
but
though?
unlike
That was pretty
SA2, where
clean.
illness rarely makes a difference.
I liked that.
See, this is why I like
In
skipping
school and when
around.
to pick
Is
them up.
because like the last
Additionally,
video, you can
they
tell
will
I
be
skipped
teaching
around,
up
but
to
this
3
one when I
lessons at
do
a time.
it, you
Familiar
can
with
clearly
SA1's
tell I'm
burdens.
skipping around.
Regardless,
Right?
I'd be wondering
Oh,
what
Willie,
else
I want to
you
meet
want.
Willie the Chow.
Fruit.
Astro. No, I want to look at the
Sure,
cute
there's a good
Chow.
amount of fruit, but
Editing
They're
is
so
solid.
cute. I
AI.
love Chow.
While you may not
Narration's
think we
good.
need specific fruit
The-
for certain skills,
let's
such
check
as
your
our chaos
channel.
drives and skill fruit, I
You've
think
won
such
my
skills
heart with
will
Chow
aid in
today.
learning those skills.
Critic
Skills
Jack
might
is
have
off.
wanting an even balance quickly.
It's
Also,
like
there's
turned
so many
off,
shapes
you
in
know?
the world, which means more seeds
like
grow seeds too.
Jack the fan of
Oh,
Chow
and I
has been
hate how the
activated.
dark system
One
in this,
recommendation I'd have
where
for your
one character
banner,
influenced Chow's alignment.
put like your name
It was
there,
broken
Rose
for
and
me,
then Zero,
as
and
I
then
could never
underneath
get
it what
any
you do.
neutral Chow at all.
Thumbnails are on point, very on brand. Your thumbnail game has gotten really freaking good though. I'm down.
Yeah. Thumbnails, yeah.
This
I'm
title,
really liking the.
This is a really good title too. Also, nice use of hashtags above the title. Like, that's good. That's good
Honestly,
knowledge of SEO right there. You are.
Profile picture is cool too. The only thing
Yeah,
I
honestly,
would recommend is just
I
put some
wonder
text on
if
your
this-
banner, branding wise.
Yeah, maybe just kind of add some stuff to the banner definitely. But like, I'm surprised this video isn't ranking higher because like it's actually like the thumbnail is on point, like the name looks. Let me see if there's a way to.
Are you really surprised? We're
look at the
talking about
tags.
YouTube. Come on, bro. It's YouTube.
But also, it's Chow Gardens.
Yeah, let me.
The power of Chow
This is like-
overcome all.
Let me see.
But again,
what
it's
am I doing?
YouTube. YouTube's like, oh,
New
what? You're a
page
small
source.
creator that made a good video. Here, let's suppress it real quick. There you go.
Control F.
Yeah.
That's why this podcast exists, is to get people's names out there more.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much. And to give advice.
And to read some of your YouTube comments you sent in to us. And without further
Yeah,
ado,
we
welcome
are-
to the family.
Yeah, we are a
why
comedy
is Control
show,
F freaking
an
out? Come on.
education show, an educational show, and a
For example, I'm your
basically will
host, Lord
promote your shit.
Pyramon, and join with me on my guest Spark and
Are we really guests at this point? We've been here for. We are guests that overstayed our welcome, basically. Yeah.
we are pretty much co-hosts. We are pretty much co-hosts.
You are.
That's what we are.
Yes, you are co-host. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm the Simon Cowell that just makes everybody depressed. All right.
I'm the little shit who's here to make you laugh and smile.
But-
And also talk about how cute Chow are. Look at that little guy with the fruit.
I will say one thing too. It doesn't really
Okay, I gotta
feel like
say,
we need that
I'm
much
looking
editing.
at the tags right now. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Adventure 1, Chow Gaming, Sonic Adventure. You gotta beef up these tags. I'm gonna be completely honest. You gotta really
You gotta milk
that.
it.
That's
You
like
gotta
The
abuse
thing
it.
about
You have
tags
to
that people
abuse it.
don't understand is tags are the one thing it is not scummy to abuse.
Yeah.
The
and
thing
you
about
kinda have
tags
to at this
is
point.
tags are how.
the point of tags is to abuse the hell out of it. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna be doing with my tags for now on, because here's the thing.
I've been doing it for a while. It's been making my channel grow a lot.
Like, the reason why I stopped growing was because because a lot of people used to compare me to Markiplier and PewDiePie, right? So if I was playing a game that I saw those two also played, for example, Outlast, I would put Markiplier Outlast and stuff like that in there. So anytime when people would look at Markiplier, my videos would also be recommended. However, now I realize I was told that was wrong, so I stopped doing that, and my growth has been a lot slower. The issue with it is like, really chivalry when it comes to your tags are dead. All right, just spam
Yeah.
them. Type Markiplier, PewDiePie, Mr. Beast. Type
only type people that you're related to. Otherwise, you're gonna piss some people off. What you gotta do is you gotta think, who am I similar to? Who would I want? If my video showed up and this person's recommended, would their audience easily shift over to be a part of my audience? And that's what you want to do. And you also gotta go, what are they searching? What are they searching for? You know, like you got Chow Garden, right? Well, there was a recent Chow arc in the IDW Sonic comics. Mention that. Put that in the tags. While you're at it, put Ian Flynn in the tags. Lots of people searching him up right now because he's the new writer of the games.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. And honestly, with that being said, I think
like even like maybe put like virtual pet sims, because like you're talking about a virtual pet sim. Put that in the tags. Like put like really just really add some meat to it.
2000s nostalgia or GameCube nostalgia tags, boom. That will set this to 100 views easy.
Guys,
totally.
Do you hear that?
What?
That's the sound of us wrapping this up. So, because we've been this podcast is 2 hours long. Long story short, two things you need to work on: tags and upgrading your mic.
Mostly marketing at this point, though. That's all.
Yeah, just marketing. Just put yourself out
You're
there.
at the point, you have the product, you gotta
Speaking
sell
of marketing, James, me and Jack had a conversation the other day.
Well, let's save that for off the show. Come on.
No. I know. I just want to make a little joke there. But anyway, thank you guys.
Anyway, that's all the time. Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
I wanted to do it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Wait. Am I allowed? Do I have the honor? Oh my gosh. I got the honor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if you can. Let's see if you can do it.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in on another episode of the YTFA podcast. If you like this, please make sure to give us a follow on Twitter, Storyfire, Sounder, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, YouTube. With all that being said, thanks again. And with that, keep improving. And thank you for being part of the family.
With that said, remember to keep at it and keep improving.
Bye.
You know what? I was close. All right, I was really close.
I have one job, and it's just to say bye at the end.
Like, you know what? I think what would have been funny is like if like when I did that, like if I cut it off where it's like remember to keep at and it cuts off and goes thank you for choosing the YTFA podcast. I'm gonna do that when I edit it now.
Thank you for choosing.